Starting January 1st, a new privacy law in California could cost businesses $55 billion. You did hear that right. It starts with a B, as in billion. And Jane Wells joins us right now with the details. Jane.
Hi, Andrea. That is one estimate, and you don't even have to be based in California to be forced to comply. So take a look at this. Any business with at least $25 million in revenues, or collects data on at least 50,000 customers, or at least makes half of its money from selling customer data. If you only have just one customer in California, you have to obey this law. We're not just talking Google. Think any business with a rewards program. Starting Wednesday on the home pages, these companies will have to be clear who they share your data with, if they share it. Give you a button to prevent that. If that button isn't there, you can sue. Californians, like me, have been bombarded with emails about the changes, but attorney Andrew Shackstead says many companies will not be ready.
So these are new principles, new requirements, new business processes, new technologies, and new conversations that are happening all the way up and down the hierarchy of the organization.
The state attorney general tells us that there will be a little bit of a grace period before they start enforcement, but you better at least have a plan on day one. And what if the federal government weighs in?
What we hope, though, is that the federal government will, at least as they say in medicine with the Hippocratic Oath, do no harm. Do not undermine the rights that Californians today will have to protect their privacy.
Ooh. Well, Microsoft says it's going to use the California policy as a blueprint for its national privacy policy. Meantime, the Wall Street Journal reports that Facebook hopes it's exempt. Facebook wants to argue that it sends information to third parties. It doesn't technically sell it under the language in the law. Stay tuned, guys.
Jane, I thought it was an or, not an and. I mean, they definitely have that much revenue, and they definitely have data on that many people.
Yeah. Well, you would think the entire law was based on Facebook, but right. Facebook is arguing that it's technically, under the wording of the law, not selling.
This reminds me, Jane, of another California company when Uber and Lyft decided that the law that was basically built to turn their drivers into employees in certain circumstances somehow were exempt from the law because they don't consider
Uber in particular. They were arguing that they're not really a ride-sharing company; they're a technology company, and so therefore, this doesn't apply to there.
But it's like right now it's really not raining outside, but it's like if I just said it's raining outside.
I think what Facebook is saying, it's like you're coming to our restaurant, we're selling you food, but we're giving you utensils that we're not selling that to you.
Well, this just means they want to get into court. They think they'll have a better shot in court than they would by.
But we're not selling you food. We're sending you food, and somehow miraculously we make money.
I don't.
Jane?
I don't know the who's.
In the end, it's all about, in the end, it's all going to end up in the courts. And then if the Trump administration does what it's done with California's auto emissions and mileage standards and tries to Bigfoot, I mean, the Trump administration could say this is overreach again just because he hates California so much.